JV Outdoors here. I'm here with Odell Outdoors. I'll put his tag right here so that you guys can see it. You guys need to go check him out. We just done a review on drop shot hooks for his channel, and yeah, you guys need to go check him out because he's gonna be putting some good content up. That was actually his first video, so make sure you guys go show him some love over there on his channel. But reason we're here today is to discuss the Minimax Chatterbait by Z-Man. I seen these at Cabela's, and I really didn't know it was such a thing. But it's basically a finesse bladed jig. I have a regular size bladed jig here. This is not a Z-Man, but it is a Z-Man size. So you guys can see the comparison here. Let me show you the blade. So you guys can see the blade design is much smaller for this one. It puts out a little less vibration, and the head's smaller, as you can tell as well. This is like a 3/8 ounce, and I think this is a 1/4. This right here is probably my new favorite bladed jig to use, and I will tell you why. The bass fishing is not the best. I mean, there's a lot of small fish around here, and it just seems like these fish around here, they love the finesse technique a lot. And that could be because they're pressured a lot. These local tournaments in these small lakes around here, they're so pressured. They just, that smaller vibration, that smaller lure just triggers them to bite over this. I don't know what it is, but I love the finesse technique with this. I love throwing this. I throw this in the morning, evening. I mean, I just love it. It's up there with the spinnerbait for me. It's just one of those lures. It's always tied on. Always. I actually had to take this off my rod out there from it's January now, but I had it tied on last time I went fishing. It stays tied on. Yep. It's on all the time.
And cut it off.
Yep. And he can attest to that. I mean, I've always got one tied on in the boat.
Yep.
I've caught several fish on the Z-Man Chatterbait as well. My biggest one of the year last year was caught on a Z-Man Chatterbait in a 3/8 ounce, I believe.
Yep. 4-pounder, wasn't it?
4-pounder.
But
yep. But I mean, a lot of times, just if you're going for those numbers a lot and you want to go out and you want to have a guaranteed, you want to catch so many fish, I mean, that Minimax is just, it does it. It's so weird because it's just one of those things in fishing. It just doesn't make sense, but it also does because it's just, you would not think that would make that big of a difference. If you're a new angler, you would not think that make that big of a difference. But I'm telling you, the bite ratio on this one is just, it's so much higher than the... Now, I will say, I do like the Z-Man's design because they have that patent blade to head design, and it makes for that consistent shake all the way from the bank back to the boat, and I love that. The hook, I'm not sure what size this is, but this is a traditional, like I said, this isn't a Z-Man right here, but the size of the Z-Man hooks, you guys can maybe tell the difference. So I've went over the pros about this. Now I'll list the one thing that I do not like about this lure, and it could be small fish. You guys could say it's small fish, whatever, because I always run a trailer on the back of these. It doesn't stick out too far, but I have lost fish on this a lot more than I've lost fish on this. Do not know why. It could be because I've had more bites on this and not so much on the big one. It just seems like I've lost more, but a lot of times when I'm using this bigger hook, the bigger one, that big hook, it sticks them, and they always get back to the boat, it seems like.
Yeah.
But the smaller hook, it seems like they spit this a lot more than that one. I will say that, but the landing ratio is not too bad compared to the amount of bites you get with it. That's also my favorite color too.
And there's all kinds of different colors. We like green pumpkin. Green pumpkin's our go-to.
Yeah.
Black and blue for me when I'm because I like to swim jig a lot. I'm a big jig fisherman, but the green pumpkin is a really, really good color to throw.
Yeah.
But like early spring, I mean, they got the crawdad look, you know, don't they? The orange and all that. I mean,
they got the orange. They've got so many colors, like he's talking about. They got, I don't know how many colors they have. They have a lot of colors Z-Man's made, and they all look really good.
Yeah, they all work good. I mean, I can attest to it. I wasn't a firm believer in it myself, but I had the big blade.
Yes.
You tied on for me in a tournament one time, and hey, I had a nice fish on, and that was just my own fault. I missed him and threw back and hit a stump and lost it. But I can attest. I mean, they do work great.
It's simple. It's been around for I don't know how many years now, and it's just I mean, it's a good lure. It really is. Even the big one too. I mean, I'll throw this one over this one in certain conditions, certain times a year. But I mean, like I said, 9 out of 10 times I'm going for the mini max. Just around here where we live. Now, if we were fishing in Alabama or something,
oh yeah,
I mean, you're going big all day. But here in Southern Ohio, that smaller finesse chatterbait there, that it does it, and it's made me a firm believer. So we was just talking about here, how I was saying earlier, Z-Man's got that patent head to blade design. This is a Venom Lures, small company around here. They make these. You guys can see that's got a split ring going from the head to split ring to the blade. This one here is straight head to blade, and you guys can see that one has a much tighter wobble.
Yeah, I mean,
when the blade wobbles back and forth, it's a tight wobble.
See how tight that is? I mean, it's, you know, quarter turn each way.
Yeah.
Show them that one.
And this one here, you guys can see it. It spins around, I mean, half a turn. And that makes a difference because when this thing goes to the water, this thing is flipping everywhere. It's got a super erratic motion. It's not very consistent. The Z-Man's, on the other hand, I mean, every time back to the boat, it's the same consistency.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, because now that you do say that, I've noticed when I throw it to the bank and I'm bringing it back, you can feel that.
Yes, every time.
Yeah, and sometimes it don't even feel right. It's loose a lot, it seems like to me.
Yeah.
If you don't keep your line tight.
Yes.
Like it with this one, these here don't do that. That's true. That's a.
And and it just makes that difference because when you're using that Z-Man, you get so tuned in, so dialed into that same vibration every time. It's so much easier to detect a bite than when it is to detect a bite on this, where it's so erratic. You're feeling different stuff when you cast, and you know it's.
This one's the same way every time.
Yes.
When you get a hit, you know you got a hit. That one there, you sometimes second guess yourself.
You do. I also look at the price differences for these two. The Z-Man Mini Max is going to run you $8.99. They went up a little bit in price, and the regular Z-Man Chatterbait, the little bit bigger one, is $3.49. So these are much more. I mean, these are over $5 more.
Oh,
over $4 more easily. But to me, it is worth it because I get so many more bites on this. You guys, hey, I'm just here to tell you guys my honest opinion. This is my review. You guys can spend your hard-earned money on whatever you guys want, but to me, it's worth the extra $4.50 or whatever you pay. I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
So many more bites on this, especially where we live here. Like I said, it's worth it to me. Give you one last look at the Mini Max here. That's your traditional bladed jig size there. But I would give this an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I mean,
for sure.
It's a solid lure, and like I said, he can attest to it. I've always got one tied on, and he's always got a chatterbait tied on too a lot. Chatterbait or spinnerbait. I mean, they just work around here, and we love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and hey, I hope you guys catch some fish, and make sure you guys give this thing a try because it's worth a shot. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.